Let's take a look at the present subjunctive. Okay, here's porto, portare, portavi, portatus. Right up there. Take me up there, will you? All right, thanks. So this looks like first conjugation, wouldn't you say? And in fact, all we need is the first two there, and that tells us that it's first conjugation. So there you go. That's it. The first and second principal parts indicate first conjugation. And that's really what gives us the present stem. And the present stem in this case, you can see right up there, is porta. So the dominant vowel is the A there. All right? So we need to know that before we can create the present subjunctive. That's it. Just an E. So we take that A away and we put an E right there. It doesn't look too bad. All right. And then let me get out of the way now, because what we're going to need to do is add the endings, which you know, MST, mustisant, and for the passive, R, ristur, more, many, untur. All right, there they are. So there you have the present subjunctive of the first conjugation of verbs. All right, let's take a look at the second conjugation. Oops. Let's go back to that. All right, take me up here. We've got moneo and monera. Okay, you can see that the dominant vowel here is the E. All right. And so what we're going to do here is just cut it back to the consonant. That's what you're always doing, is cutting back to the consonant there. And again, the dominant vowel here, E, and that appears all over the place. So it's moneo, mones, monet, and so forth. And then even in the imperfect, it's still monebom, and in the future, it's monebo. So that E is a very dominant vowel, and we know just what to do with that to make the subjunctive. We change that to ea, and then over here we add the usual endings. So that works out very nicely. Let me take a look at those. There's the active up there, and there's the passive. All right. So we would have moneam, moneas, moneat, moneamus, moneatus, moneant. And in the passive there, monear, monearis, moneator, moneamor, moneamine, moneantor. All right. So let's take a look at the next thing we've got. Duco, ducera. All right. Take me up there, will you? Okay. So duco, ducera is third conjugation, and this is the tricky one because there's really no dominant vowel. And let me show you what I mean here. So the most dominant vowel is really an I guess. Duco, ducus, ducit, ducamus, ducatus, ducunt. But the O comes in, the I comes in, and in the imperfect, it's duque bom, duque bas. So the E comes back. There's no I. And then in the future, it's ducam, duques, duquet. So it's A and 5 E's, ham and 5 eggs. So that doesn't really help us. So you really just have to memorize the third. And let's take a look at how this is going to look. Get me out of here. All right. So we put an A in there. Okay. We add that to the consonant ending of the stem. And then over here, we've got MST, mustis, und. So the endings are really very regular. Okay. Our last example is the ios of the third and the fourth conjugation. So these, again, have pretty dominant vowel after the consonant of the stem. The I, capio, audio, and again, in the imperfect, you're going to see capiebam, and in the future, you'll see capiam, capies, capiet. So that I is quite dominant. So let's see what happens when we subjunctivize it. We get the I out there, and we keep that I this time, and we add an A. So there you go. Stems up there, IA, and then over here, we have the usual endings, MST, mustisant. Alrighty. Well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the subjunctive.